Glad to have you along from Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Northwestern Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Guys, Penn State made one of the most interesting hires of the offseason. Matt Campbell has shown that he can do it all at Iowa State. Tough nose, and he is a physical coach that makes sure his players play tough. Let's see if the Blue Bloods can get a blue-collar work ethic and bring Penn State back to excellence. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Makes the grab. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. My goodness, he unloads on that one. Catches it at the 15. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Takes the handoff. It's Hansen. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll give it on the counter. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him. On the move. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And that's good enough for 1st down.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's Howard. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I'll tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to pass. It's backed. And that's going to be incomplete. Chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. The throw. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Off play action on first down. Got a man, it's Wagner. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
Love the play call, and I love being aggressive there in the first play of the drive, backed up on your own end. There's a lot of coordinators that would just try to run the ball, get some more room, get into a rhythm, but they're taking a shot right away, buying some real estate. Receiver, QB on the same page. That's looking really nice if you're on offense.
Under fire. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. It's a draw. Spins away from the defender. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's reeled in. It's Wagner. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, get me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
The offense set for a first down play. The pull and throw off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Reads it, fires complete. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0. Snags it, and there's running room.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. On the ground with the counter. And the defense. Back to pass, it's Beck. They're working that left side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Power football with the run. There's a crease. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
By the tight end. Pickup of 15. That's a 1st down for the offense.
Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Now from inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Number 94, set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. A designed run for the quarterback. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Off play action. Pulls it in. It's Bush. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Back to pass, it's Childs. Nice move to pick up yardage. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Handoff from the gun. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be fourth down.
Offense facing.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Northwestern will try to move the chains on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
Pulls and fires complete. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaken up and down on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Dropping back, it's Childs. Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
He splits the uprights. That brings him to within 1.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The keeper on the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. There he goes! Open it up! The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, the ground game. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they go back on top. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Oh, they're after him. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
They booted away on 4th down. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The option, he'll keep it. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Here's a little room there. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through it. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The sure hands, it's Wagner. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Quick release by the QB. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down, first down, first down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This has been the problem for the offense in this game so far, guys. They're getting down into the red zone, but they're not able to punctuate these drives with touchdowns. They've had to settle for field goals already, and getting sacked on first down in the red zone again is putting them in a bad position all of a sudden, moving backwards. The offense has got to be better in this critical area.
Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, it's crazy how this defense has been so good in this area of the field, right? They've given up plays and they've given up yards, but they've made them kick field goals. And great job getting the sack, trying to do it again.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to take off. Got his man downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Timeout on the field. Northwestern has called it. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He's looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Northwestern about to put it away to open the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Beck. Dumps it off in the flats. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Hansen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Got a little grass. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Handoff for Peoples. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback keep. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And with the pick 6. Touchdown, Northwestern.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They look like they're about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Here comes the heat. He's got him. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. Catch is made at the 15. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Northwestern offense ready to go on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Jukes his way for more. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Plenty of options here, run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. Back to throw, it's Childs. It's complete to the left. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Maybe a crease. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
He's got it on the right. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. To the air, it's Childs. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got his man on the right.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Howard. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the 2nd half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football, but that's a great start to this 2nd half.
Wants to throw. It's Beck. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
A very productive play on first down has now set us up with his 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. Touchdown, Penn State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
Smashes it through for the PAT. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Number 94, set to advance on the football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Hand off from the shotgun.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. To throw, it's Childs. He's got the tight end. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Bring in the heat. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Takes it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the single back. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Childs. He tries to take the top off. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. On target.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Sowell. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
change now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Beck. A little screen to the running back. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The Nittany Lions lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Gonna look downfield again. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, going to the air. Converts on... And the ball's on the ground. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, you had the first down. You had it in your grasp. All you got to do is take care of the football, secure the football. You're trying to do everything you can to reach for it, scratch for it, claw for it.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Childs. Zings it complete to the right, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Northwestern will send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Complete to start this drive.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Fires to the big fella.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it 1 play at a time.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. The run inside. It's Hansen. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Beck. Fire! Fires downfield. Pulls it in. It's Howard. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Makes the catch. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Look, it's a nice gain, but I don't know if it's worth the seconds they're losing on the game clock. In this type of situation,
at a 3rd down and short. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Got it in the middle. It's Bush. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play, now setting up 4th down.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Beck. It's complete on the right side. Gain of 6, they're looking at 3rd and 4.
Listen, the defense gave up a couple of yards, but they're happy to give that up because they know the clock is still ticking. They're trying to bleed this thing. If you want to throw it over the middle of the field inbounds, they'll give that to you all day.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Well, on a lot of 3rd downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that 3rd down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the 1st, and they keep this drive alive.
He'll work his way down to the 28.
And, man, that's a big-time play for this offense. This quarterback, he's put the ball in harm's way. He's already had a couple of interceptions. This ball was kind of a 50-50 ball. Nice to see the receiver make a play and get some yards after the catch. Make a big play for this offense.
looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Penn State.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough, even when the team isn't ranked